Hello everyone, today is going to be the first ever episode of Saga Rambles, and today is going to be a very, you know what, today is going to be a story time about typesoul. It was going to be about something else, but no, I want to actually talk about typesoul. You know, typesoul, it was a good game back then, bro. I remember when I first joined to the last time I logged off. The game was okay for its time. It was really decent, something very new and refreshing. The craziest part about that was I was there when it first released, and I was there for every re-release. So this story is going to take place when Setro got into power, okay? So, mind you, I was still somewhat new, so I didn't know what I was doing much. So, I was a Menoskar, like I always claimed to be. Menoskars were the strongest race in the game. That's what I thought. Which, in my opinion, anything can be strong. Even the weakest thing in the world can be the strongest thing. Okay, so listen. I was progressing, right? I was from, I think, grade 4, grade 3 to semi grade 2, and here's where the bull crap starts. Like, okay, so I was traveling to this mission board, right? Everything was all fine and dandy. I turn around, right? I see about half the server. Mind you, there was no raid happening. Half the server was coming to this spot I was at. I was at the front of the castle where you would usually talk to the Hagyoku ball, then walk all the way into the gorge, right? I seen everybody come over here. Tell me why the moment one person hits me with a bala and I hit them back with a bala, everybody starts jumping me. I mean, the Arankar on Arankar hit was crazy because I was a Pinocchio head. I was Pinocchio looking. That's crazy, gang. Mind you, I was still new. I was still new to the game because back then you had to wait to level up. So I barely played the game. I used to be a Quincy. I know Quincy K and all that, but I used to be a Quincy during all this because I was confused. But then I switched to Soul Reaper. Then I finalized on Arankar, right? I became a Menoskar because I thought the grind for Vasto would be too long. And I'm glad I didn't get those mass cracks, bro. Cause you telling me before Setro even got into power, 50 mass cracks. Just to get Vastolode. And if you die, it resets. If you die at a certain point, it resets. I think you lost like 5 to 10 mass cracks every time you died. And Ajugas was insanely rare. Like you would only find barely one in the server. And it will always be guarded by players or Quincy's. Literally Quincy's would literally camp these. I was watching my brother, and I was watching him freaking progress this. I seen Quincy after Quincy trying to kill this man. Quincy, Quincy, Soul Reapers, Arankars, bro, it was 24/7. And then when I was trying to help him get his freaking Vasto when he was fighting it, multiple people came up. Then the computer I was playing on malfunctioned, so I tried to help him out and save him from the people. So I know they was gonna kill him. And then the moment when they killed him, bro, I was about ready to crash out. It's so stupid. And you know the crazy part is? They were part of a clan. And clans weren't even a thing yet. So fast forward to verse 2 of typesoul, right? I was grinding. Those 15 people, I will remember them. Because guess what? They all became soul reapers. But I'll get back to that. As I was saying, they all killed me. I thought nothing of it, right? So I kept progressing. Semi-grade 2, grade 2. When I got my res and started going towards the gorge, tell me why every single time I walked over there would always be either a player or a Menos always trying to fight me. No Ajukas, no freaking, no Fishbone, no Frisker. Always a Menos or Ajukas or players. They would look at my mask to verify my innocence. And once they seen I was really just a freaking Menos car, it was over. I get put in full Hakura combos, speed combos. I get M1 to death. It was so annoying. I was at the brink of not playing the game no more. I already seen how long it was gonna take me to get on stage 3. I was like, I really don't want to do this, but I'll do it. I'll do it for the love of the game. So finally, after 7 hours, I get into the gorge. When I see the obby, and I saw the obby for the first time, I was doing the ISO speed face. When I seen that thing for the first time, I was doing the ISO speed face. I kid you not, bro. This took me so long. It took me from that day to a whole 3 to 4 weeks later. You don't know how crazy that is. I didn't think it was gonna be that hard, but it was. And then after all that was said and done, when I finally got my partial res, it was over. I'm telling you right now, once I got my partial res, I thought I was the stuff. But then I got body like 15 minutes later. But I'm telling you, when I got to special grade, I realized how strong I really was. I was getting more skilled as I played, right? And I was fighting this one Soul Reaper who was in Bankai, he transformed into Bankai against the special grade. Bionic too. I said there's no way I'm beating this. Cause at the time, I had 3 to 2 bars left. I was so locked in, I forgot what time it was. I was like, boom, 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 boom. I was either a keto build or a kendo keto build, kendo keto. When I seen him do that, I forgot what freaking Bankai was, but one move did a whole 2 bars. Before this, one move did 2 bars. This is the time when if you see somebody with Bankai, they would dip. You would see nothing but dust particles the moment you pop Bankai. When this dude just came, this dude he was insanely skilled, but I won because of a freaking Menos. I won because of the thing that kept killing me during the beginning of my progression. Menos saved me. It was the straightest zero. It spawned directly behind him. It's when he charged up that I was fighting him, right? I was 10% of a bar. Not even 10%. I couldn't even see my whole bar anymore. He guard broke me one time, but he hit me a second time. I thought it was over. But then when I freaking parried that one move, where it's like Rising Swallow, I think, it was over. This guy, I literally put pop. It was over. I'm telling you right now, it was so over. I freaking M1 him because he couldn't parry well for some reason. He did parry good, but he didn't parry as well as I thought he would. So I said M1 feint, M1, M1, and then the final M1 flourished him into the Menos, which he got zeroed. He got zeroed, mind you. OG typesoul Menos do like 2 bars, 2.5 bars of zero, no matter what level you are. And he got zeroed and then stomped on. He got guard broken from the stomp and he died. And that's how I got to semi-elite grade. I was like, oh my god! Bro, it was so magnificent to see. But then, after all that, I had to do my first stage of a Rancor full res progression. When I finally did enough freaking missions to get to elite grade, oh my goodness. Literally, the first raid, boom, I'm dead. But we won. I had to win. I thought, so during this time, I didn't know that the freaking the Rex were changed. I thought it was still like 200 or something, 300 or something, right? I did 125 raids just to go to the Discord and check that it was only 14 or 13. You know, I almost crashed out. So when I got into my 126th raid, when I found that out, I said, you know what? Let's just get this over with so I can look at the requirements for stage 2. It was one Rancor, me versus 25 Soul Reapers. 25 Soul Reapers.
What the fuck?
You know, I wouldn't really care if it wasn't for the fact that half of them have Bankai. But guess what? I stood tall. I stood tall. I said, you wanna come at me? It was left and right. I'm telling you. Boom, boom, boom. I'm getting attacked left and right, but each time they kept attacking their own people, I was just making piles of bodies. And then for some reason, I can't make this up. I'm so serious. I wish I recorded this back then. I could you not. I was fighting them, right? I was fighting them. I was half a bar. When I had Stark. I had Stark partial res. I didn't even have full res yet. When I zeroed that, when I used my X move and zeroed them, bro, I got the health pack. But then I got back down to half a bar again, right? And there was only 10 of them left. There was a pile of bodies. I gripped every single one of them. And there was only 10 left, right? I got to half a bar again. Everybody was attacking me, right? I somehow, some way, I skipped. There was supposed to be 2 more stages. There was 2 more stages, right? I skipped 2 of those somehow. I don't know what happened. I'm dead serious. I couldn't make this stuff up. I don't know how I did, but I did. So what happened was, when I got to low health, I was spam holding F key. I'm using my freaking my dog and then my X move, right? And my Shero. Out of nowhere, and I'm telling you, out of nowhere, cause my J move, cause I didn't know at the time it was control J to go full res. I didn't even have it at the time. I could you not. I hit the meanest zero. Almost got knocked. I was 0.1%. I was still standing. And then suddenly, I stopped moving. My character, I said, what the frick is happening? What the frick is happening? What the frick is happening? And then, boom, it said, my soul never wavers. I said, wait, what? What's happening? Because at the time, I thought there was already some sort of true mode, or cause True Visor was in the game, so I thought there was already True Bankai and all that. When I seen this, I was like, what the freak is happening? What the freak is happening? There was no animation at all. Just a black screen, my soul never wavers, and that's it. I was standing still too. I had Barack and I was like, what the freak is happening? And then, boom, the transformation sound played. And when I transformed, oh my God. I was a demon. I was King Von. I was King Von with it. I'm sorry. I was King Von with it. I said, mink, bow, 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 bow. Every single, it said 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. My servos were instant gripping people. I didn't know it could do that at the time. I didn't know I could do that at the time, and mind you, this is one of my accounts named Ramonte 5 that I had back. No wait, yeah, it was Ramonte 5. I had that boy. But that account got hacked. But back then, I was cold. It was going down so quickly. I was like, what the freak is this random power boost? Am I going to be able to keep it permanently? Oh my goodness. Oh, I was so locked in. I was so locked in. Bro, when I got that, everybody was dead. Just a pile of bodies. They ain't even freaking die yet. Then when I used my Zero, I seen the number go from what, 5 to 2. From 5 to 2 or 5 to 1, I don't know. But that last dude was staring at me crazy. He didn't have Bankai yet either. It said he was a semi-elite grade. But then he popped Visor. Right? He thought he was gonna beat me because he said, I'll beat people with res all the time. You ain't nothing. Oh boy! He got put in the mean, and all I did was just press M1 and then press the X button. I was in the sword variant, right? All I did was press the X button. I just seen it. He got guard broken. Then I used Baller Barrage on him. And then I used my heavy. He got guard broken again. Then I got my guns out. He was like, oh crap. And then I used my Cebu, boom, 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 boom. And then finally, I used my heavy. Boom, boom, boom. It was over. Then I got the freaking raid win. I was overhyped. I thought I was Hikari. But I did almost die with my res. I'm not gonna lie. I did almost die with my full res. But that is the story of how I showed to the entire community, because I told everybody, even while I was playing as a mental scar, that you can make the most weakest thing, the most overpowered weapon and overpowered thing in the entire game. I love you guys. I hope you have a nice one. I hope you enjoyed this ramble.
It's over. You did it. Wake up, Saga. Wake up.
Did I do it?
No, you didn't. It's over. I'm sorry it had to be this way.